Hey everybody, welcome to Bushes on the Trail. I'm Al, and Christy and I are at Carter Cave State Park, and we are taking on the Three Bridges Trail. Should be a pretty interesting hike, so I hope you stick around. And here we are at Carter Cave State Park, and off in the distance, a deer. And we are doing the Three Bridges Trail. So you start from the actual visitor center and you go up towards the Saltpeter Cave, and this actually connects to the back end of the Four Seas Trail. The Three Bridges Trail, 3.5 mile loop. That is the end of the Four Seas Trail. We come back through there on the end of the Three Bridges Trail loop. And it looks like we are following the red blaze. Nice crisp morning, about 50 degrees. Right now clear skies, should warm up pretty quick. But a great start to the day. I've already seen 2 deer.
There's one bridge. Oh, there's 2 bridges. What about one?
All right. That's funny. Christy just said, hey, we just crossed 2 bridges. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, we are off. The first couple tenths of a mile is uphill, 2 to 3 tenths looking at the map, going counterclockwise. Here we're breathing heavy already. It's one of the bigger climbs. Elevation gain isn't horrible here, so we'll see how it goes. But so far, really nice out here. Okay, as you can hear, we're breathing heavy. This came up a pretty good climb. Started off 0.34 miles in, and there's this campground area off to the right with a little trail to meet the Three Bridges Trail. So we're continuing up a little longer, and then I think it's a decent down, and then just some rolling hills. We'll see how it all unfolds. All right, 0.43 miles in, we are at the top of the hill, and we come to a road crossing, our second one on the hike so far, or I guess third one, and there's the campground to the right. We continue on the loop here. All right, first one on the trail usually gets to see some wildlife, but also the first one on the trail gets a face full of spider webs. Wasn't very tasty. Three Bridges Trail. Smoky Bridge is 2/10 of a mile, and we are over 3/4 of a mile in, almost 8/10. So not far from Smoky Bridge. The terrain is not too bad. Some roots, they're a little wet, a few rocks here and there, but for the most part it has been fairly smooth. Okay, here we are at the 1 mile, almost 1 mile mark. And there's an overlook. Smoky Bridge Highline ride. Huh. Must be a zip line. Probably a zip line to down there, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't look like, looks like it's been dismantled. And here, 1 mile in, is Smoky Bridge. We'll go down and check it out. It's a trail that leads down to it there. And you could do a loop, looks like around the side and back up the hill. And we're going to go down and check out Smoky Bridge. All right, quite a few stairs to climb here, or to traverse down. If you can't take the trail that way and come here to Smoky Bridge. The natural arch bridges here at Carter Caves State Park in Kentucky. Okay, we came back up the 80 steps and are going down, I think about 150 down to the lake, and check that out. Oh, let's see what we find. Okay, this way takes us down to a view of Smoky Lake. Okay, there's the overlook, and when you come this way, you go to the right to go down to the cave. Red blaze there. Come back, take a left uphill to continue on. And there's the red blaze off in the distance. And there's a squirrel. Now our mileage will be a little off, but because we did go down to the lake and back down to the cave again, but we are at 1.79 miles, so I'm going to say probably 1.5 miles. You'll get to somewhere along this point, Three Bridges Trail. You will see what looks like a lodge or campground or something at the top. You'll come to a fork. The trail split off in multiple directions. You stay to the right and just follow Christie because there's a red blaze, and we'll try to hit the next natural bridge. And just under 2 miles into our hike, we hit these rock formations. Probably a lot shorter for you if you don't go down to the lake and make a second trip back down to the cave. We are 2 miles in to our hike. Will be less for you. The Rock House Trail is a half mile that way. We are heading towards Raven Bridge. Should be 0.4 maybe. We will see. The sign is faded. Very pretty through here. A lot of interesting rock formations. The trail goes through some pretty dense forest for a little while. can see signs of fall starting off in the distance. Some yellows starting to pop up here and there on trees. Okay, here we are, 2.25 miles into our hike, and the Four Seas Trail goes that way. Here's where they join. The Three Bridges Trail continues this way. And it says 1.75 miles back to the Welcome Center. We've done a couple different side trails, so our length is a little bit longer than that. Because we can never just stay on that one trail. We always have to check something else out. Okay, shortly after you cross the, or you hit the Four Seas Trail, where it merges with the Three Bridges, Four Seas continues that way, and the rest of the Three Bridges Trail. But you have to take a 1/10 of a mile side trail to get to Raven Bridge, uphill, and that's what we're doing. And I believe that is Raven Bridge. We will continue on up the trail. Now these steps up to Raven Bridge are deep, well up over mid-shin. A couple of them almost up to your knee. So be ready for them. You can always go to the side a little bit and find an area that's not quite as deep. And here we go up to the top of Raven Bridge. There is Raven Bridge, second natural arch bridge here at Carter Caves State Park. And here we are on, as you see, the orange blaze for the Four Seas, the red blaze for the Three Bridges Trail. Same trail all the way to the end now. We have one more bridge, Fern Bridge. If you've seen our Four Seas Trail video, which is probably our favorite trail out here. Actually in the southern Ohio, eastern Kentucky, and southwestern West Virginia area. You've seen this bridge coming up in that video. And if you haven't seen that video, check it out. A lot of interesting rock formations to be seen, especially once you get on the Four Seas portion. The Three Bridges Trail is pretty nice so far, especially like the Four Seas portion, because you get to see stuff like this. But then it sucks when people do things like this. We really don't care that you were here, Jake. Come on, man. And here we are, 3.5 miles into our hike. It'll be under 3 for you most likely. We are at Fern Bridge. And this is a really pretty area. Okay, this area is a little tricky. This is a little rocky. You have to do a rock scramble up to the top of the hill here. It's not horrible, but if it's wet, just be careful. And it's a little more difficult when you're trying to hold a camera. And just past that scramble are these steps underneath this overhang, like a little bluff. Sort of reminds us of our trip to Mount LeConte, up Alum Cave, through Arch Rock a little bit. Not exactly, but similar. Okay, once you come up those stairs, you have to go to the right. The trail goes to the right. It actually splits off to the left. Takes you, I think, to some cabins or something, but to the right is where the trail continues on. So make sure once you get to the top of the stairs, you look to your right and you will see the red and orange blazes taking you back towards the Saltpeter Cave. And we still have a little ways to go. And now we're at the climbing and rappelling area. And we'll show you what that looks like. Let me hang off this tree and go down. Okay, and shortly past the rappelling area, come here, exit to the cottage areas that way. 3 bridges this way, and we are about a half of a mile or so back to the Saltpeter mine and the Welcome Center. Been a very good hike so far. Cool earlier. It's crisp and cool earlier. It's actually rather pleasant right now. This one is another one you should add to your hiking to-do list if you are in Carter Caves area of Kentucky. There are the deer. They were crossing the trail in the camera, obviously, our luck, went out and wouldn't start. Trying to capture them. There. They are not spooked by humans. Now we have only passed 3 other hikers and they had a dog with them so far today. So there hasn't been a lot of traffic, so the deer aren't spooked. We're trying to be as respectful as possible, watching them graze as they walk along the ridgeline. Okay, you can see the parking lot off in the distance, so we are getting close. It's down some little rougher terrain here. Been a really nice hike. We've seen 4 deer, a couple of them multiple times. You will notice on the relive video there's a lot of back and forth, probably scribbling on the track as it shows our path through the woods. That's because we backtracked several times to check out deer and everything. So pretty good hike. Okay, we're about to wrap up the Three Bridges Trail. We're close to the parking lot. And what do you think? Three Bridges Trail, pretty good?
Light, moderate,
Light to moderate hike. It's not as daunting as the Four Seas Trail, and it's a good one. We probably prefer the Four Seas over Three Bridges. But it's still worth your time if you're out here in Carter Caves State Park in Northeast Kentucky. It should only take you a couple hours to do it. It took us a little longer because of backtracking to film deer and do some more filming of the caves. When you're filming your hikes, it takes a little longer, but you could easily do it in a couple of hours. Nice crisp morning. You can be back on a Saturday morning for football, which is where we're heading now. And here we are at the end of the trail. So, start by going that way. Now, time to head back to Calvin. The Three Bridges Trail, located in Carter Cave State Resort Park in Olive Hill, Kentucky, is a roughly 3.5-mile trail that highlights 3 of the park's natural bridges: Raven Bridge, Fern Bridge, and the park's largest natural bridge, Smoky Bridge. The trail also passes by sandstone cliffs as well as providing glimpses of Smoky Valley Lake. The Three Bridges Trail falls somewhere on the lighter side of moderate as far as hiking difficulty is concerned. However, that doesn't mean this is a simple walk in the woods. There are a couple of decent ups and several stairs to climb that will get your heart pumping at various points along your journey. Also, there's a rock scramble after Fern Bridge, which adds to the interest and intrigue of this trail. So if you're in Eastern Kentucky and are looking for an interesting trail that won't take all day to explore, then check out the Three Bridges Trail at Carter Cave State Resort Park for a nice little walk in the woods. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you don't mind, give us that thumbs up. It really helps us out here on the channel. Also, remember you can follow us on Facebook and on Instagram at Bushes on the Trail. And you can now also follow us at bushesonthetrail.com. And please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That way you don't miss our other walks in the woods. Thanks for watching, everyone.